1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost a weekend and you don't know what to do. Or you just need something fun to listen to.
Southside Pod!
Yes, we're on the air.
Pod.
And the gang's all here, all things on the South Side. You're listening to the Southside Pod. Looking for the best Southside breweries. Or you might just need an awesome place to eat.
Southside Pod!
Mount Greenwood, Evergreen, Blue Island, Beverly, Payless, and Allsup too. You're tuned into the Southside Pod.
Southside Pod!
Oakland, Midlothian,
Southside Pod.
Oak Forest, Chicago Ridge, Flossmoor, and Bridgeview. You're listening to Southside Pod.
So you're from Lemont, right? Originally?
Oh, no, I mean,
Spent some time there?
I did spend like high school era.
Dilly-dallied around Lemont for a time?
Yeah, the Village of
Right.
Faith.
Yeah, well, we're going out there today.
You are.
Barrel and Vine.
Barrel and Vine.
Yeah.
Let's take a keyword of a thing I'm going to sell and call my store that. They should do that at a strip club.
The thing with this is that I'm not...
We can spend a whole episode coming up with those kind of names.
What would the names be? Bill?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I
idea.
just know. I'll get back to you on that one.
Oh, man. That's Bill. That's Mike. I'm Chris. This is Southside Pod. Pull up a stool at my 9-foot homemade oak bar and pour yourself a cold one. This episode and every episode of Southside Pod brought to you proudly by Family Waterproofing Solutions. Family, veteran-owned since 2013. Two-time winner. Southland's Best. They just got named again for 2022. Bowing walls, window wells, foundation crack repairs, sump pumps, gutter cleaning, and so much more. Keep the basement dry, protect your foundation. It's your home. It's your most important asset. Give them a call 24/7, 708-330-4466. Mention Southside Pod. Get a discount. They are your basement's best defense, familydry.com. So our wives are out tonight, Mike and mine.
Yeah, where are they at?
They're at some wine place or whatever like that.
Are
Where
they
they
at,
at? What's the name of the place?
Barrel
Frankenello's.
and Vine?
We went to Frankenello's.
What is Frankenello's?
The Italian restaurant right on Western there.
Oh, I've never even been there before.
Well, I mean, they're not a sponsor, so why would you?
yeah,
why would you have gone
I've
there?
just never been there
Yeah.
before. All right.
We haven't been there since we first moved here 18 years ago.
I guess your
Did you
wife
and your wife
reached-
ride down here together?
They did.
We did.
Oh, excellent.
I think this is his way of getting out when it's time for him to leave.
No, I had a really busy work week, and she was home with the kids all week, and she was dying for a night out. She's like, "Can we go out Sunday night?" I'm like,
I'm going to do the thing with the
I'm
guys.
doing the podcast. She's like, maybe I'll text Erica if she wants
Yeah.
to go out.
And then
you
that's
know,
it.
we
They're
knew-
out.
She knew that was a yes.
So now this kind of brings up an interesting point though. So Erica drove. So at this very moment, if you guys were to say leave the house, I don't have a car. Now, I don't think that that's weird, but I'm starting to, because here's the thing. I have the business here and she works from home. And it got to a point where I was like, what do I need two cars in the driveway?
not have
So
two
it only
cars.
pops up every once in a while, but I feel like every time I tell somebody I only have one car, they look at me strange. Like, oh, things must be bad over there.
Well,
right?
I'm
Like,
just
because
worried
everybody's got
because
two.
of your wife's track record with accidents. You should always have a spare in reserve.
You see, it works out well.
Valid point, Bill. Yes.
It works out well for me because Audrey would otherwise always be taking the car. So in the idea that there's only one,
Sorry, honey. It's the only car.
this is what is kind of preventing her from always taking my car out and doing things. She gets it for special occasions, but it's not just sitting there for I want to go shopping, right? Or I want to go run over to my friend's house. It's like, well, I'm sorry, somebody's using the car today. You'll have to still take your bike or walk your butt over there.
Right.
And so like there's the one, that's the other positive of only having one, because I think if you got a bunch of them, your teenagers are like, how could you tell me no? I've got a license. You trust me, right? Don't you trust me? I need the car. And that's, I avoid that whole conversation. Even though I do, I think she's a good driver. But I mean, still, there's less driving around in my cars.
Not hard to be the second best driver in this family.
It's true. I love it when
She's
people
driving
pick
your
on her.
wife around right now.
Yeah,
by the
she's
way.
driving your wife around. Mike's like, I have a huge
Text her right
insurance
now.
policy
Tell
taken
her to
out
get
on
an
my
Uber-
wife.
to Uber home.
All right, we're in Lemont, Southside Pod, and we're trying out Barrel and Vine. This place came highly recommended to me, and I just met this husband and wife team that the first thing they said was we kind of met each other and grew up in the restaurant business, and then we finally said let's start a restaurant. and then they started one right at the time that the entire world went upside down. So they're incredible already to me, and I haven't even learned that much about them. We have Dorothy and Larry Lance. How are you guys?
Hi, hello.
No, doing great. Thank you so much for being here with us.
It's so funny, like I brought my wife here with me because like right away she hears barrel and vine, and she's like, I like wine. And that was, I think, the first impression that we got was that this was like a winery place, but there's so much more going on here than that. It's not really that, is it? Where did you come up with the name, first of all?
So yeah, the name kind of just stuck because we're looking to showcase what we're interested in providing the guest. So yeah, we want to make sure people know we have a phenomenal wine section, great bourbon, and then hopefully they come in, try the food, and think, oh my God, this is a great place other than just the wine and the bourbon.
I saw that the scratch kitchen thing. This has become like the new thing now. Every time I talk to somebody, like I have a scratch kitchen, I never ask them what the heck that means. I'm trying to figure out if this is just a fancy way to say that you don't have anything frozen in there. Is that what it is?
Yes, very fresh, never frozen.
So our goal is to bring in some of the scratch ingredients to make sure that nothing's pre-prepared.
Right.
What we want to do is bring in all the flavors together, created by us, not by somebody else.
So you guys served right away to us the drinks, which I thought was great. Because first of all, you suggested the old-fashioned. I'm a big bourbon drinker. I like old-fashions. Secondly, immediately your wife goes, who do we have that's going to be taking care of us? And you're like, well, I already ordered it. And she's like, yeah, but what if I want seconds? I think she's ready to go. Okay.
It's the Polish girl in me.
But you brought it out with a lid on top of it, and then the lid gets removed, and a smoke machine is released, and bubbles of smoke, I'm putting this up on our social media because I've never seen this in person before, were dropped on top of the old-fashioned, and they did 2 of them for me when they did it. So take me through why they do that, Larry. Is that first of all, why the lid if you're going to throw the smoke on anyway? Is part of this showmanship? What is this?
Yeah, we're just trying to make it look cool. One of the things that we do is we try to stick up on the trends that are going on that people haven't seen before. We saw this advertised. It was in another country before we could even order it. So we had to pre-order this cool flavor blaster is what it's called. And it creates these cool smoke bubbles or any type of flavor bubble, and it drops down on the drink. It's definitely for presentation, but yeah, it adds that little bit of smoky flavor as well.
Is that something that, like I mentioned at the beginning, you guys started in the restaurant business. Is that something that now you really have to find unique stuff? Like I've noticed that everybody, like you had the craft beer craze, right? And we see all these breweries that we go into, and then you have all these specialized restaurants, and it's all about like what's going to make them remember us and come back to us. Do you find now that there's more showmanship in what you have to do, or you have to have these certain unique things to get return customers?
I just think it's just incredible food paired with amazing service.
Yeah, like 100%. Like looking for something that people see on the internet now, and people taking pictures and people advertising us without even trying, I guess, with this unique things that are out there, and you got a trend. You got to get into social media.
Yeah. You need somebody like taking a video of you putting the smoke machine and putting it on their Instagram, for crying out loud. I know. I'm a podcaster. I'm very aware of the trends. I don't know how to do half of it. That's why I have a 17-year-old daughter that does some of it for me. You're also in a trendy area, but every time you mention Lemont, people just assume that it's like an hour-long drive to get to Lemont, because you have that one little stretch there, where you leave Palos and you get on like a 2-lane road, but it's really, we are 20 minutes away sitting at 111th and Harlem on my phone. When they get out here, if they're not from Lemont, now you get hit with this really cool little downtown village, and there's lots of trends, right? You got a lot of unique places. So when you guys came in here, did you pick it because it was a unique area? Or when you got here, did you say, oh no, we're in Lemont, but we really got to stand out because everything here has got some kind of hook to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this is our hometown. We live in Lemont. We're currently raising our beautiful family here in town. So we are very familiar with the downtown area. This was more of, it was open, and it was a dream.
It was,
come
I
true.
want to do it in my town.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But then you get in here and you look around, you go, whew, there's a lot of people doing a lot of things here. So
absolutely.
It's got to be a challenge to try to stand out. Is that something that at some point you guys sit down and you go, okay, if we're going to do this, we got to make sure that, like, you know, there's something unique?
Yeah.
I think the downtown area in itself, they just do so much down here. They always have something going on, ice festivals, car shows. Downtown Lemont literally is this up-and-coming, cool little secret that nobody knows about. So yeah, when they get here, obviously to stand out to them and have them come in and try it, what we feel we do best is honestly the fresh food, the creative twist that we put on it, and the experience that you get when you walk through the door hopefully is above and beyond a normal restaurant.
Well, I'm already declaring this the best old-fashioned in Lemont, okay? I'm going to tell you that right now. The other thing about it that I love about this old-fashioned is it stands up against some of the better ones that we've had. I mean, this is right in there. You know, we've been to Thornton Distilling, where they're actually distilling the liquor they're putting in the old-fashioned. We've been to Rock Island Public House. That's got, like, you know, that's one of their big things that they're there. And I would tell you right now, if you like to hunt down old-fashions, I would do it over at Barrel and Vine.
Our old fashioned stands out, and it's amazing to hear that you put us on one of the top of the list.
No, I'm telling
That's
you,
awesome.
we've been around the South Side. I'm impressed already. I haven't even had anything to eat yet, and I'm already impressed. You guys are killing it right now. Okay, I see the chef getting ready to bring stuff over here. We're going to be back here at Barrel and Vine here in just moments on Southside Pod.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
It's the Southside Pod!
It's the Southside Pod!
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
It's the Southside Pod!
It's the Southside Pod!
OMG!
OMG!
It's the SSP!
It's the SSP!
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
It's the Southside Pod!
It's the Southside Pod. If you're looking to invest or just protect your money in these uncertain times, it would be a good idea to talk to Tom Walsh, your Edward Jones financial advisor. My money's with him. Bill's money's with him. Mike is not the brightest bulb in the bunch. Be better than Mike. We're talking decades of experience taking care of folks all over the South Side. It's all about listening to your goals and working as hard as he can for you. Give Tom a call, 773-779-0023, or once again, stop in and see him today, right there on the corner on 111th and Kedzie. I watched a fight the other day. From the get-go, I could see what the problem is. I got to observe this whole thing. So this girl is trying to pull into a parking lot in her like red pickup truck. Okay. And this couple that's going into a restaurant near the parking lot is trying to parallel park. But in the process of parallel parking, they have to pull in front of the opening to the parking lot to back into the spot. Well, when they pull...
Momentarily, right?
Momentarily. But the red truck sees the turn signal and thinks they're just pulling into the parking lot. Okay. The other car instead now pulls up and is parallel and blocking the entry.
We are now at a standoff
to the parking lot. The other person starts to make the turn and hits
Mexican
their horn.
I didn't say that on purpose, Mike.
Why would you?
But why would you say that?
That's what it was called for like 200 years.
But I purposely let that out.
We ruined Chris's story again.
You know, to say crisscross applesauce now, because you can't say the other way.
You can't say Indian style?
Mike!
Native American style?
No.
Wait, you can't say Indian style anymore?
No.
Where have you been?
But that's how the Indians sat.
Doesn't matter.
But I want to know about this red pickup.
Okay, so she's beeping. Now...
She's beefing?
Beeping. She starts beeping her horn and flipping out, right? She's just angry. They're just they're just parking, right?
Did you know if most horns beep at A flat?
Do they?
I did not know that.
Anyway, go ahead.
After they park their car, the couple.
Parallel.
She pulls in to the parking lot. She stops now to look back at them and start yelling and flipping them off.
Oh.
Now, they get out of the car, calm as can be. This guy...
How old are they?
They're probably... Okay, so like the girl in the car is probably 25.
Okay.
The other people have to be late 30s. Okay. They get out extremely calm, the husband and the wife.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like... He's got this look on his face like, what the heck is she so mad about, right? But then he's doing what I would do. She's got her windows up and she's swearing and flipping him off, and he's putting his finger up to his ear, and he's like, I can't hear you.
Very passive aggressive.
I can't hear you.
Very passive.
I can't hear you. Is there something you want to say? Like, it's what he's saying. He's saying it like, I can't hear you. What?
Sorry, what?
Huh? He's standing right outside of her car while she's screaming. Now all of a sudden this dude comes tearing out of the restaurant.
New guy. Third player enters the game.
He hasn't watched any of this.
New player has entered.
But the problem is he's clearly the guy.
Does he know what's happening
Did he
up
tag
to this
you
point?
or no?
He only knows what the girl in the pickup truck has told him.
Oh.
Because she's holding a phone, and I see this right away.
She ratted him out.
She calls her boyfriend or guy
is he
friend or
driving?
whatever. No, he's just in the bar already.
Oh.
So now here's a guy who's been in a bar.
cool.
Yeah.
He's been
Wait,
drinking,
where are you this whole time?
watching on the street,
But why
are you on the street?
Are you parked?
10 feet away. I parked my car because I saw that they were going to try to parallel park.
so you took
and
a
instead
front
of
row
pulling
seat.
and instead of pulling into the parking
You could have
space,
been on your way.
I just pulled up and parked the car because I was going into the same establishment they were all going into.
But
so
you
I
stayed
got
there to
I
watch.
stood and watched.
Hell yeah.
This is how people get like shot like with a stray bullet, right?
I know, but I couldn't help myself.
all right.
I just wanted to see it. Like I walked past them while he was doing the "I can't hear you" thing, and
so
she's
her
screaming.
young 25-year-old boyfriend comes out of the bar. Does he
Angry.
like
Running.
have,
He's running.
drinking.
does he look like Kid Rock at all?
No, but I mean he.
In
Can
my
we pretend
mind,
he looks
does.
like Kid
In
Rock?
my
Yeah, okay,
mind.
fine. We'll pretend he looks like
Okay.
Kid Rock.
Right on.
So
Feel
Kid
better.
Rock comes running out of the bar.
Never seen him like me. Like, okay, gotcha.
Kid Rock comes running out of the bar. Okay, and he runs right up. Now he doesn't know what's going on, and the
Does he
guy.
check on his girlfriend first or goes right to the couple
Well, the guy, the girlfriend's still in the car, in the truck, with her windows up.
on the
Guy
phone?
going, I
The,
can't
the
hear you.
female member of the couple is 20 feet away, standing there waiting for her husband or boyfriend. Like, come on, can we just go in the house? This woman's crazy who's screaming at
Right.
you. Why are you even engaging?
Rock's coming.
Right. And then Kid Rock runs right past her and runs up to the dude that's standing next to the car, holding his ear going, I can't hear you. That's all he's doing.
Can you
He
hear
isn't-
this?
He isn't even shouting, right? This guy runs right up and chest bumps him
No way.
and starts swearing and gets right up in his face. Like, get off her car.
And he's
get off her
very
car.
much his junior, right? He's younger than the guy.
He's younger.
Okay.
Right. And the older guy still
your
keeps
elder
the
still.
older guy keeps his calm, man. Older guy keeps
That's
his calm.
cool.
Like, and here's the thing, like right away I had nothing but respect for the older guy because I'm older than him, and I would have been like, guy bumped me, we're gonna fight. Like that's how I was. That's how
You're
my
watching
whole life.
this all
my
happen.
whole life was somebody puts their hands on you, it's on.
Chris
That's how
don't-
I was raised.
Chris don't start nothing, but
I
he
don't
can
start.
bring it.
I might lose, but I
But you
just
can
won't.
bring it.
I just won't let somebody push me. Like the moment we get physical, it's over. You laid your hand on me first.
Well, it started. We don't know if it's over. 'cause
right,
You know,
yeah.
right.
But
It's at least going to start.
my decision making process is over.
Oh, I got
We've
you.
reached the final part of
All
the
right.
decision tree, which is punch that guy.
Right.
Right. If
Yeah.
I'm punching up, if I'm punching down, whatever it is, there's a swing coming.
I've had
from
that happen
somewhere.
where I look
Right.
at the guy and be like, you're going to kick my ass.
But I'm gonna hit
But
you.
I'm going to try real hard. And then we go for a little bit.
Right, exactly. Like we're gonna tussle. But this guy, he stays as calm as can be after the chest bump. And he's like, I'm just asking her what she's saying. Like he's continuing the smart assery.
Yeah.
And
Good for him.
And the guy is like, you don't worry about what she's saying. He goes, but she's talking to me. I'm not
Did you
talking
roll
to
your
her.
window down and hear this, or are you reading lips?
I'm standing
You're outside of your vehicle?
outside. I could have walked in
With
the
the
bar,
camera.
but
With
I'm
the
just
camera.
standing there. I have to be the distance from me to you from the argument. That's how close I am to the argument. Yeah. Yeah, I was.
You'd be lucky
Like
that Kid
about
Rock didn't
9
roll
feet.
up on
I
you
was
on
close
accident.
enough. I was close enough that at one time both combatants looked over because they were trying to figure out if I was with the other one. Like,
that's
is this
what I was
another guy
gonna
that's
say.
involved?
Right.
Is this another guy that's involved?
Did you like, whoa? I
You've
don't
been the fourth
I had my
party.
hands in my
Whoa.
pockets to show that I was just like an
Right
innocent
along.
Just a
bystander.
podcaster.
Just a podcaster, right? I'm just a podcaster. Okay, just that. Can I turn my microphone on real quick
Yeah,
for you guys?
right.
I want to record this.
Yes.
It's be great material. Great material.
World star.
Great material. We'll wrap a commercial on either end of this. This will be amazing. Okay, so
You guys should invest with Tom Walsh and get your basements waterproof.
if you guys were getting your basements waterproof with Family Waterproofing
You wouldn't be
Solutions,
here. We wouldn't be in
right,
this fight right now.
You guys would both be in better moods, right? If Tom Walsh had your money,
And dry.
right? If Tom Walsh had your money, you wouldn't be arguing right now.
Even if you didn't have your money and
Right.
you kept it on your basement floor, it would be dry.
Exactly. And you know what? If you guys do get into a fight, and one of you is injured, the law offices of Parente and Norum
There you go.
is there for you,
right
Bam.
there for you.
right? And I'm a witness because I'm watching.
The most expensive 12 seconds of Southside Pod ever.
You got to charge for that one.
You know? And you know what the heck? After we're done here,
They
we'll
call
go.
that a live read.
After
in the
we're done
business.
here, we'll go grab some hot sauce from Sid Sauce. We
gotta get
and,
some Sid-
we'll
locally grown.
we'll get some
Delivered
calm,
to your
relaxing CBD products from Cool Clouds Vapor Shop. Now I've hit them all.
Boom.
Did I get them all? I knocked them
We
all
did.
down.
That was impressive.
Right. Okay. And if your cars are in an accident, Mike Thauer from Country Insurance is going to take care of you. Now I got them all. Okay. So anyway, the guy just kept like very calmly going, I'm just trying to see what you said. I'm just trying to see what you said. And the guy's like screaming, like he's like spitting and he's frothing. Like this guy's crossed about 3
By the way,
thresholds.
if that guy's listening to the show, can you like We need him to contact the show.
The calm guy, right? Because
Yeah,
I don't want to
calm
talk.
guy.
Yeah, I don't want the other guy.
No.
The other guy was
Calm
a
guy.
Jag.
We don't want calm guy.
Here's because the problem is this.
But if Jag guy's listening, you're cool too. Because I don't
he's
want
not
you
cool
to fight
because
me.
Jag guy.
We don't want him to fight
He
us.
can call him.
Hold on. The Jag was angry based off of bad information. Could have come out and assessed the situation the time he was coming out there.
His girl was in trouble. It's
She
pretty
was
admirable,
perfectly
actually.
safe within a locked
But he
car
doesn't know
door.
that.
She
She
was-
calls him hysterical from the bar. He runs out. He's very
Well, then she's
protective.
the problem. Listen, somebody
She's the
she's the problem,
Trust
right?
but
Because
verify, Bill.
Here's a
Trust
girl
but
who was
verify.
angry that she couldn't pull into a spot.
Right.
Picked a fight with a large man. Okay, because the guy was a good size. Okay,
Yeah.
that was
Good
standing there,
size.
and then
small. Good
continued to have the
Fun
fight with
sized.
him. Continued to have the fight with him, and then dragged her boyfriend into it. But now here's the best part: the epilogue, if you will, Mike.
Which one of these two was Chris in this
The
fight?
epilogue. No, I
Right.
wasn't in this fight. The epilogue is they all go back in to the
To the
bar,
same bar?
to the restaurant, right?
With the old couple, we're going to the bar too.
The old couple goes in and orders food.
By the way, the old couple are in their 30s.
They're in yeah, we keep saying old couple. I'm older than that.
Older.
The older of the two. The 20-year-old goes back to working at the place.
Oh, she had
shut
a wait
up.
on him.
So the thing.
Oh, they got their food spit in, right? Why would you go in there?
That's what I said. I was like,
No,
dude,
they
I know
don't
you're
go
trying
there.
to prove a point. Pick another place.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
It's like the long con.
Wow.
Just gonna order a water, take up your table all night. Just for spite.
It's the middle of the show song. 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 Chris had nothing to put here, so he put this song. It's the middle of the show song.
Southside Pod out at Cork and Kerry in Beverly. I'm pretty sure everybody on the South Side has been in Cork and Kerry at some point in their life. It's a rite of passage. It was one for me. I have memories here from when I was in my early 20s all the way through the present day. And I have this guy sitting at the other side of the bar. He's been here forever. And I've been told by so many people that Cramer here at Cork and Kerry is the guy to talk to about stuff going on the South Side. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
How long you been here?
Going on 18 years.
The selection on this bar is crazy. How many handles you got up there?
We got 18.
Is Guinness still the most requested one at this bar? Because I feel like every time I walk in here, I'm in an Irish pub. I walk in and I just have that feeling. And when you said, "What do you want?" I go, "Give me a Guinness."
You know what? I would say so, but, we do well with Stella, and we do well with a lot of the Chicago brews, Lagunitas and,
Revolution, I see up there, yeah.
But yeah, Guinness is the bread and butter.
All right, so I heard a rumor that you're the guy that gets up in this bar in front of an entire crowd of people every once in a while and just gets going. You're a big guy. You got a booming voice. Do you stand up on top of the bar like in the movie Cocktail with Tom Cruise? Or when you talk, does everybody just listen because you're kind of an imposing figure?
You know what? Sadly enough, after some of these kids have had a few too many, they don't listen that well. However...
All right, well, Cork and Kerry Beverly features Cramer and an incredible staff, but Cramer wants to tell us about a few things that might be on his mind here on the South Side. So we're going to get to It Is What It Is with Cramer from Cork and Kerry.
Luckily, my friend Chris here isn't wearing one currently. However, I knew the new trend is sweater vests these days, or sweater coats, or anything vests with the cut-off sleeves. And I don't know. And I'm bald. I've been bald for 17 years now, and I can tell you the coldest thing, as cold as it is right now, is my arms. So why would I wear a piece of fashion that is not covering my arms, and I'm just going to be cold? I'm a big supporter of both CFD and CPD. However, when you see the firemen in the bar, they'll always ask, "Oh, where do you work?" And they'll always tell you, "Oh, I'm on truck 37." Well, where is truck 37? Guys who wear jerseys over the age of 12 and a half, like, come on, we get it, you're a fan, but, bring back the jerseys, the old shirt jerseys. Those are the best. But guys, when you spend over $115 on, just having another guy's name on your back, I'm not really seeing it. There's those certain guys, when you go in to shake their hand, they tend to shake and then they squeeze harder. Like, buddy, we get it. You're a strong guy. You don't need to shake my hand harder just to, compensate for the grip that I have, That always seems to bug me.
Whoa, wait a minute, Cramer. Did I do that?
It is what it is.
Have you
been injured at work, then you need someone who will fight for the care and compensation you deserve. The insurance companies will look out for themselves and their bottom lines, not you. I'm Matthew Coleman, partner and head of the work injury department at the law offices of Parenti and Norm. My team and I have the experience, dedication, and proven results it takes to fight for your rights. Call or text me today at 312-641-5926 or visit us on the web at pninjurylaw.com.
All right, so the food came out here at Barrel and Vine, and I'm stuffed. And Dorothy keeps trying to feed me, Larry. Every time I eat something, she goes, "All right, go get the pierogies. Go. Hey, can we get him another filet mignon?" First of all, I love you because you keep feeding me. That's amazing.
With the pierogies,
I'm going home with the what?
With the pierogies.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love how she says that too. You know what? We learned this about you. We didn't say it on the show yet, but I mean, you're originally from Poland, correct?
Yes, I am.
Grew up on a farm.
Yep, south side of Poland, Zakopane.
South side Poland. South side.
Yep.
That's awesome. So, I mean, that's another reason why I would think every time I meet somebody that grew up on a farm, lived in the country, it's important that the food is fresh, good, and like there's no hint that this, I mean, you want it to taste like you just got it.
Absolutely.
Like that animal was walking around the day before on the land. That's like kind of what, and I think that I always get that from people that live in that area. Is that one of the reasons why you do things the way you do? Absolutely.
Yes, we want to do close to farm to table as possible.
The catch of the day, which I know varies. How fresh is this, Larry? What process does your chef go through to get this fish here? Because there's no ocean here. I don't know if you noticed this.
Yeah, our chef does an amazing job. Chef Julio, he literally, the night before, he's making phone calls, he's checking with his reps to try to figure out whatever the freshest fish is going to be flying into O'Hare that day. And we want the freshest pick, so he'll call, he'll find out what it is. And next thing you know, it'll be showing up at our doors right around 1 to 2 o'clock. So every day you come in for lunch. Sometimes we won't have that fresh fish because it hasn't arrived yet.
The one that I liked the best, because there's multiple things here on the table, is this. This is a short rib, as we call this. Is a spare rib? What is it that we have here?
Yeah, it's our braised short rib.
There's something with the flavor. There's something about the sauce. There's something about what you're doing. I want to finish the interview so I can go back to eating it. You know, and so I mean, but I mean, like this. I mean, and you were telling me this is your big item.
Yeah, this is our number one seller. Me and Dorothy, when we had this crazy vision of what we wanted our menu to be, we both kind of said we wanted a short rib on there, and Chef Julio kind of took it from there. He created this amazing blend of the perfect flavors. I don't know how he did it, but it came out perfect. It's his garlic mashed potatoes, braised short rib that was braised roughly from 5.5 to 6 hours, crispy leeks, and this red wine reduction that is just amazing.
There's a little bit of sweetness to it. So my wife here is sitting here, and like most wives, when we have steak, you go with the most expensive one, which is the filet. But this one, I don't normally get a filet because I was like a little bit of fat, right? Like I'm worried it's going to be dried out or something like this. This one wasn't dried out. Tell me what you thought of it.
I actually thought it was cooked perfectly because I like a medium rare. And then I just love the coffee. There was a coffee rub on top of it, which was completely different than I've ever had before. And I just gave it some kind of like freshness to it. I can't really explain what it was.
Well, when I normally go to an expensive steak restaurant, right? Like they might give you a thing like, oh, do you want like a butter on there or a Parmesan crust or something like that? Coffee rub. Did you like this? When somebody said they were going to put a coffee rub on your steak, did you look at him like he had 3 heads?
Yeah, it's one of those things. The chef makes us try almost everything that he comes up with. And I told him right when he said coffee rub, I'm like, I don't think that's going to work here.
Nobody's going to want that.
Yeah, his creative genius, though, comes up with some of the craziest things. And the flavors just blend well together at times. And this is one of my favorite things that he made me try, to be honest. It's pretty remarkable.
All right, so if I was going to recommend to people like what I liked when I came walking in here, I would tell them, come get an old fashioned. All right, try the short rib. And I mean, well, the bruschetta, we had bruschetta. I didn't even talk about your bruschetta. It was great. My gosh, they gave me so much food, I forgot about the bruschetta. But I would tell people, everything here is good. I could see myself getting the catch of the day. I could definitely see myself having that coffee rub again. You've sold me on that. I never thought I would like that. And that dish over there, man.
That as an appetizer.
Constantly.
The short rib.
Oh my God! Next time I come over here, I'm just gonna. That's your
appetizer.
Right. Get an old fashioned, and I'm happy. I'm a happy guy at Barrel and Vine. Real quick, tell everybody exactly where you're located.
We're on 206 Main Street, downtown, right underneath the overpass. Can't miss us. Got a big Barrel and Vine light up sign for you.
You got a website?
Yeah, it's barrelandvine.net.
Get over here. Reservations or just show up?
Reservations are highly recommended. Definitely on the weekends. Please call ahead or just go on our website and make a reservation there.
Great date night place.
Are welcomed.
Yeah, great date night place though. I can tell my wife's coming back. Are we coming back here?
We're going to come back here. We might even bring the kids back. Who knows?
And Larry and Dorothy, I really appreciate you guys hosting us here. You went above and beyond.
Thank you.
And I'm stuffed, and you're going to have to roll me out of here. But thank you so much for coming on Southside Pod.
Nah, thanks for coming checking us out. We really appreciate it.
Let's finish off 30 minutes of good with your Southside Bulletin Board, brought to you by Cool Clouds Vapor Shop. Quitting smoking is hard. Cool Clouds wants to give you an alternative, full taste of bar, great CBD products. They are right on the corner of 95th and Kedzie. See all they have to offer at coolcloudsvapor.com. Our good friends over at the Lyric Theater in Blue Island. We just spoke with them on a recent episode. It's on demand, southsidepod.com or anywhere podcasts can be found. Top Gun Maverick on the big screen there this Friday, Dirty Dancing on Saturday, and family-friendly Disney trivia on Sunday at the Lyric. Check it all out at lyrictheater.com. Friday night this weekend, if you're out in the Tinley area, live music with Mokina Mike and John Weeks over at Hailstorm Brewing Company. Closer to Marionette Park, 115 Bourbon Street is having a country night with a mechanical bull. I'm sure that won't get too rowdy at all. Skip all the way ahead to Sunday, and there's a Pitch and Hit Club of Chicago Awards Banquet. Ozzie Guillen is headlining it. It's their 75th annual event. Doors open at 3:30 in the afternoon. There's dinner, there's an awards program, and of course, Ozzie. Get more information, get tickets, pitchandhitclub.org. Whatever you do this weekend, make it hot and spicy with some Sid sauce from sidsauce.net. Peppers grown here, great hot sauces, the only ones I use. Perfect flavor for every food available at sidsauce.net. And remember to catch up on Southside Pod, hit that subscribe button, follow us on the social media, don't miss a thing. 30 minutes of good and a world of dumb. We're Southside Pod. We'll see you soon.
It's the Southside! It's the Southside! It's Southside Pod! Thanks for listening! Thanks for tuning in to the Southside Pod! Y'all come back now, you hear?